Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Dramaology Podcast. This is an exciting episode for me because for once I am in love. I am so in love right now that I actually don't know what to do with myself. I have just recently watched a BL drama that ended like yet all at once until it ended already. The title of the BL drama is A Breeze of Love. And I watched it over the weekend. I guess the drama dropped all at once, and so I was able to watch it at one go, which actually might not have been a good thing for the drama because I think it would have generated more hype if they aired it like 2 episodes per week. But that's fine. I was grateful for all the episodes at once because I could binge everything. It's very short, 15 minutes, 8 episodes. And so, it was over as quickly as it started. But during the moments where I was watching it, I was just left like awestruck. Like I was so in love. I was like, this might actually be one of the best BLs I have ever watched. Like it was so good. Oh, it is so good that I think that it rivals all the like biggest ones that are out right now, especially the ones I like. So some of my favorite like BLs are like Mod C, My Beautiful Man, Semantic Error, Our Dating Sim, Old Fashioned Cupcake, Cherry Blossoms After Winter, and Cherry Magic. Those are like I'll say the core. Oh, and Where My Eyes Linger. Those are like I'll say the core BLs that I think well produced, well acted, everybody's handsome, the story is tight enough that you don't really feel that there's something missing, right? So those dramas I would say the top tier for me, right? There are other obviously like other few ones that I'm not mentioning, but generally those are like the best, right? And I have to say that this drama, it's right up there with all of them. That's how good it is. And it's a shame because usually when a drama is that good, you will get some hype about it. But this drama just dropped and we are all kind of like finding out after it's dropped that it exists, right? So it's sad that they dropped it the way they did. They should really have like drawn it out because, then people would have known, and they should have also advertised for it a bit. Because again, this drama has the potential to be like Semantic Error. You know how Semantic Error just took over and really started the BL train again in Korea? That's like this drama had the ability to do that. And unfortunately, they just wasted that potential, which is not to say that like it might not still be popular, right? People are picking up on that, like they are picking up on it these days. So I expect that more people will be talking about it for years and years to come. Now, so A Breeze of Love is a 2023 drama. It just finished airing as of the time of this episode, and it stars Shin Jong Hyun as Dong Wook. Shin Jong Hyun is an idol, right? He's part of like an idol group, right? And then it also stars Woo Ji Han as Lee Do Hyun, right? That name Lee Do Hyun, like Lee Do Hyun is the name of the male lead from Glory, and like a few other dramas I really like, and he's also one of my most like favorite dramas. So that name, I really like that name actually. But yeah, Woo Ji Han is Lee Do Hyun in this, and I recall that he was Mimikos. I remember seeing his face and like I know that face from somewhere. Is he like an established actor? And yes, he's like already acting. He was in The Light, Fully, Deceitful, as well as Mimikos. And yeah, A Breeze of Love is basically a youth love story about these two college students that basically have history, going back to high school. And in that way, it is sort of like Where My Eyes Linger. For those who watch that drama, Where My Eyes Linger was one of the first, I think, Korean BLs I ever watched, and I remember loving it so much. The chemistry between the leads were so amazing, and in that one they were high school students, right? But again, this drama has those flashback moments that reminds me of those two in Where My Eyes Linger. But anyways, about two college students that have history, and basically one of them is an insomniac, right? One of them has insomnia, right? And that's Dong Wook, right? And he finds that he can actually fall asleep around this other classmates, right? This is just by chance. He just discovers this out of nowhere, right? And in a way, that's where his interest and feelings come from. And that also becomes kind of like the conflict later on when Idoyeon realizes that maybe it's actually the fact that he's able to sleep next to him that is keeping him around, right? But yeah, that's really the basis of this story. But it's so good. Everybody's so well casted. I don't know what to say. They're just so handsome and so good at acting already. I do wonder though when idols like do these kinds of BL dramas, like does it have any impact for them going forward? I want to say probably no, because I know that I feel like Korean actors like Jo In Sung that did, Frozen Flower, and he's still one of the most popular actors. Korea is very interesting in that it's both conservative but also kind of not. I don't know how to explain how that works, but yeah, I'm sure that it's good things onward for this too. But yeah, so what I like the most about this drama, I mean, I like everything. Really, I don't know, there's just something about the way they've like characterized both of the male leads, right? Idoyeon is the kind of character that when we were first introduced to him, I assumed he was more of like on the loud side. I don't know, right? He seemed more on the like expressive part. He seemed like more open, more extroverted. But when we see the flashbacks and everything, we see that actually Dong Wook, right? Dong Wook is actually the one that's kind of leading Idoyeon by the nose, and he's actually the one that kind of has the upper hand in the relationship, in the sense that he's the one doing things to Idoyeon, right? And he's the one that like is giving Idoyeon butterflies, right? And so that was something that was very interesting to me. I liked seeing how different Idoyeon appeared from how he seemed in the very beginning, right? The kissing in the gym. Oh, jeez, guys, I died. I died and went to heaven and came back. God, chemistry wise, I have to say these two are just amazing. But again, that scene really showed me that like Dong Wook is the one that is kind of more smitten. At the same time, it seems like Idoyeon is like also like really, really into him, right? But he's the one that kind of initiates almost every moment that they have. Their chemistry is fantastic. The moment in the clinic as well, when they are just having those little side glances and everything, was just so sweet. The little head rub. I remember the head rub when they were playing basketball back in the high school like moments, and like I think Idoyeon makes a shot and Dong Wook like rubs his head, and Idoyeon like for a moment it just gets flustered, right? And again, those little moments are just so cute, and it's kind of what makes this drama. They have such cute little moments here. And I like the fact that they are into each other, right? I don't know how else to explain that, but like they like one another, especially Idoyeon. Like he really, really likes Dong Wook, and Dong Wook as well. He also really, really likes Idoyeon, right? And I just like that fact that they are into one another, right? They really don't see anybody but themselves when they are together, even amongst other people. And Idoyeon is just so smitten. And I love his character, right? Like, Dong has him wrapped around his finger. It's really like it's just so cute. And generally this is just a fantastic drama. Like I didn't skip one scene. Like I couldn't. It was just that good, right? I will say that despite everything that was great, this drama could have been like higher rating. I mean, I give it a 10 because like one small thing is going to spoil this drama for me. But I can see why some people might give it a lower rating, because leading up to the end, when we find out the reason why Dong Wook left, it was kind of dumb, right? So you find out that like the issue was that he saw him hanging out with another guy or something like that, and he just got jealous, and that was like the reason they gave, which was not strong enough, right? A better reason, right, a better source of conflict other than the jealousy would have been the scene where like remember that scene where Dong Wook is talking to his classmate that mentions the fact that he's been hanging around with Idoyeon so much. This is back in their high school days, right? And he's asking him, "Oh, are you guys dating?" as a joke, and Dong Wook is like, "I just want to sleep with him," right? We see Idoyeon overhears that. That moment could have been a better source of conflict, because you could have taken it as it being Dong Wook being like an asshole, right? Because he could have misunderstood what he meant. For us, we know that obviously he means that he actually just wants to sleep with him platonically, like just go to bed, right? But Hideo doesn't know that, so I feel like that would have been a better source of conflict for him to misunderstand that part, and I don't know, they would have gone from there. But the way they decided to show the final that conflict, it just didn't work for me. The other conflict, or like when he actually finds out, Hideo actually finds out that he's basically Wook's sleeping pill, and that's kind of what started their relationship. That was a legitimate, I think, reason for him to be mad, because I think he likes Wook so much that he's kind of scared that the reason why Wook likes him is because he can sleep around him. And even for me that's watching, I'm like, that is not force either, right? Like the source of his his source of his interest in Ideon is the fact that he can sleep around him, right? But I mean, it goes into being more, right? Just because you can sleep around someone does not mean you want to kiss the person all the time, right? So in that sense, it's still more, right? And I don't fault him for falling in love with the person that makes him like get some rest, right? But yeah, I did like that second part. Like the second conflict made more sense, right? Guys, this drama is just so good. I don't know what else to say. I think if you've not watched this yet and you're a huge BL fan, like it's on par with like our dating sim in that sense. Like it was just so good. I don't know what else to say about this. I highly recommend it. That's all I can say. Highly, 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 highly recommend it. I could actually talk about this drama forever, but it would just be like me talking about how amazing their chemistry is, and we already know that. Like their chemistry was actually quite good. Their acting too was just fantastic. Like for like rookies, perfect like acting. I don't have any bad thing to say. The quality of this show was just so well done, right? Everything was so well done, that it just turned out to be just a really, 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 really good like mini series. So yeah, if you've not watched this drama, do check it out. If you're into BL, you won't be disappointed. That's it for my little rant about A Breeze of Love. Thank you guys so much for listening. Have a nice day. Bye.